everybody, and welcome to some more Team Fortress 2 and all the things like that. As you can see, I finally have gotten around to using new stuff. And of course, playing some Man vs. Machinage. Of course, you know, I was really looking forward to this update, but unfortunately in my absence for about 3 weeks, I was, how do I put this? I had no idea Man vs. Machine was coming out, but I was a very avid believer that this mode was eventually going to be added. So, before I get on to more of this, I want to address what I'm using as the weapon choices. I'm using the buff banner to get them nice buffages out to my damn good teammates right there. And I'm also using the default stock launcher. You're probably wondering, well, Seth, don't you use the direct hit, you silly bimbo? Gosh! Well, I hate to inform you, but, it's kind of strange, so I feel the need to use it and be like, oh, look at my strange rocket launcher. Actually, I got 2 of them, and I'm gonna talk about that in a minute. Anyways, definitely though, Man vs. Machine, I did not actually record full footages. I mean, the rounds themselves are about, it depends on how good your team is, but an average round is usually about a good half hour to, you know, about to 10-15 minutes if you're lucky. But unfortunately for me, I do not get put on very good teams, and there's no real knowing of what team you're going to be put on and who's going to do what. I did win a couple rounds. I've won 1 round. I say a couple because this round we're watching right now, I actually did win, but unfortunately my game decided to go and crash right when I actually got to the end. Now, don't you just love it when that happens? Now, of course, I want to address some really popular topics with this mode. Do I like it? Oh, hell yeah, I love this mode. It's freaking amazing. But now, here's one thing. I am a sucker for wave survival, and you cannot get me to be like, oh, wave survival's stupid. I love wave survival game modes, and this game is just a really good example of that. Now, definitely though, wave survival wise, this is hard. I will not lie. I mean, it's only as hard though as the other team is, you know, whatever you want to call it. It all depends on your teammates. So, you know, you start in a match, you got everyone going engineer with mini sentries. That's a completely different thing. That's a good example of why you're not going to win. But all in all, I really enjoy this game mode, but I have some topics I'd like to actually address about it because I feel like a lot of people don't really get it just yet. It may be a wave survival mode, yes. It may be very fun, yes, but people are treating it in a completely different angle. I've seen people try and playing it like it's just regular TF2, and that is exactly how you should play it. You should play it just like any other round of TF2. The bots are not any weaker. They're actually seemingly a little bit stronger because they have AIs. Like that spy. I've noticed that spies tend to be the only thing that really kill me the most in this game mode so far. Mainly because just AI spies are terrible. Now, I know there's a tank right there, but the main concern of this mode is, to me, it's just a really good advanced version of payload. You know why? Obviously the bomb is the main thing you're trying to prevent. And what's a game mode in TF2 where you prevent bombs? If you said capture the flag, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, that's the thing that went through my mind, but you know, it's not that. It's pretty much like payload, and I think a lot of people forget about that. They try and kill every single bot they see. I mean, I fall victim to it a couple times. I mean, it is rather satisfying to get a fully charged rocket launcher all the way with all the shots, all the ammo, all the damage, and just lay in the hurt. That's all fun and games. But in the bottom of the game mode, you know, it's basically payload. Well, payload that kicks some ass. That's how good it is. And of course the money aspect. I know a lot of people have been actually thinking, well, it's hard to get money. What's a good class to get money with? Well, obviously Scout does have a really good advantage to getting the monies. The monies, yes, the monies. But another class I've noticed that's really good for this is actually Pyro. Well, you may be wondering, well, Seth, Pyro's not that fast. Well, Pyro's actually quite a speedy class in terms of, you know, mobility-wise. He's not like a soldier where the soldier kind of has that inability to really move quickly unless you're playing and you've upgraded your character a lot. Another good class I've noticed that's good at money stealing is definitely the spy, because of the invincibility and, of course, you know, just being all sneaky like in general. Okay, I just made that part up. That's really not really why it's good. But, of course, you know, it all depends on your preferences, the team balance, what you've got composition-wise. Say you got a team of 4 soldiers and 1 medic. That's not a good idea. You need some beef, son. You need to get some beef. I'd noticed that a really good actual like strategy in general for Man vs. Machine, although I've only won 1 round, it's kind of a complicated matter. Anyways, basically the best composition really goes down to a Kritzkrieg Medic, Brass Beast Heavy, and usually some other stuff. So we're going to jump into this other thing right here. As you can see, this is actually a really good composition. We got pyros down there going to air blast stuff away. I actually played this round a little bit ago, and we didn't win, and unfortunately the composition got really screwed up. People weren't doing their job. And as you can see, I was really trying to be actually as, kind and, I'm a man. I gotta give them buffs. I gotta buff their pickles, all that dirty stuff like that. So, generally you can see we've got heavies doing the damage on the tank. We got the medic giving him the crits. He had the crits, son! And I had, the buff banner, definitely giving my teammates some good stuff there. I was helping out the NG, keeping his sentry all protected and such and such and such. And of course, the pyros do a very, very good job of reflecting any projectiles. And I have to say right now, just to point this out, I really don't like those medics, and I really don't like those snipers. I don't know why. It's just because mainly, when you're programming an AI, you kind of want it to win, and they don't have really any regards of how fair they are. So, I don't know, that's just a complaint, but obviously you shouldn't be standing in front of a sniper. But just definitely, this game mode can put you in a bad mood and a good mood at the same time. I don't know, I have a lot of fun with this game mode, and I'm looking forward to making more videos with it. It's pretty fun, but this is the problem with this, is these matches can generally go on from, 10 to 15 minutes to like 2 hours straight. So, and you can still not even win then. And yes, I did buy 2 loot tickets because I was like, I'm going to enjoy this thing, the full thing, to a fullest potential. So I got a canteen. And like I said earlier, composition, you can put your canteen full of crits, you can put it full of Uber, whatever you really want to do. And I really enjoy it. It's a good aspect. And just definitely, as a soldier in TF2, I will admit, I am basically my only class I ever play is really soldier and pyro every now and then. Basically, as a soldier in this game mode, your best option is to just go straight with reload speed, I've noticed, by the way. I know I'm jumping topics, but hey, it don't matter, Anyways, but reload speed and, shot speed is really important because look at that. Because of that amazing reload speed, I really don't have to worry about how many shots I'm going to shoot off, how much ammo I need to pick up. Well, you obviously run out of ammo very quickly, but just look at the damage I'm beefing out on these heavies, and yes, PVHUD has been updated to this update. That's really redundant sentence, but you get what I mean, I hope. And just definitely, I like this game mode, and I think a lot of people, I just hope, realize it's got a lot more to it than it looks. I thought going into this, we're going to shoot some robots, weak, derpy robots. God, no. God, no. These robots, they make me scared. They make me piddle my pants in thought of everything. They're scary, especially the deflector heavy, like right there that shoots your freaking rockets down. That's a terrifying thing as a main class being soldier. And good lord, anything that can deflect that much damage out. I'm just going to say this. I have a feeling that Valve is either going to say, yeah, we need to nerf this because it's kind of tough. I will admit, it is a really tough game mode, but it makes it worth it because it's actually really fun. But of course, just good lord, some of the brutality of the AI is really intense, and I appreciate a challenge, and that's the good thing. And I felt really happy about that right there. I'm not going to lie. I was like, look what I did. Look what I did. But this is Team Fortress, and you can't just solo this. That's the other thing I've kind of... I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyways, another thing I notice people don't realize is they just load all the damage into the, giants first. No, go for the medics. Just saying that right now, guys. It's just common sense in TF2 to go for the medic. Good God. And look at that. That is why I'm so scared of this game mode. Just seeing that. That's enough to make me piddle my pants. That's just too much for my everything to handle right here. But I really think that, Man vs. Machine has a lot of potential, and there's obviously going to be more maps, as Valve has said in one of their update thingies. And it's a pretty interesting concept. And I do have one of the wave survival maps. It's really fun. I was going to showcase it, and maybe I still will. But just generally, I think that Man vs. Machine is a good update. I like it a lot, and I look forward to playing it with some friends and having a good old time. Bing, bang, boom, and actually having a little bit more coordination because I wasn't really feeling like in the Mikey mood because every time I talk on my mic, bad things happen. But anyways, I really hope that this game mode continues to be on the servers and everything, and I really hope that it's actually considered as an official game mode, meaning it won't be just some cheesy little update that was added just for fun to get more players and spend 99 cents on tickets. No, I really hope it's an actual update that's continued on and never leaves the game. Because honestly, TF2 has been growing in its popularity, its size, its content, everything in the past few, well, months in general. Ever since Meet the Pyros came out, just, oh my god. It's just like the game has gotten so much better, much more player base, and it's just a lot more... It's getting a lot more developed, and I feel like it is one of those games where people are like, oh, we need to make Call of Duty every year. But, you know, Valve makes games like Counter-Strike, TF2 that get updated, like, you know, every now and then, and they still get a good play base. And, you know, I'll talk about that in another video, but just definitely I hope you guys enjoy this video, and we're going to look at this derpy. I had to include it in here because it was just, I was like, you know, it's important. It is important. And I know you guys are probably like, oh my gosh, uncrating, wow, Seth, wow, 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 wow. And I'm probably thinking the same thing right now, actually. You know, I don't even know what I'm thinking right now. But I was like, I bought 3 keys and some tickets, so I was like, okay, let's just try that out. Alright, let's just, maybe we'll get another equalizer. That'd be the day, wouldn't it? And then...
Champions!